He said, "Well, yeah, but some people think that's very right." Yeah, I did, you know. It's a seal of approval to take you along with. Other comedians that you would work with and admire for what? Yeah. Well, naturally, as what's happened is awesome, charming, and very good friends. Oh, yeah. Right. We've traveled the world together before 9/11, 20 years ago. Jenny and Bob in my life are not my jokers, which is so true. Because we were so opposite. He was the first saw me in the lounge with his ladies. I called his wife a hooker and told him he was a fucking idiot. He had no idea that stuff. We became great friends because we both loved the same basic values. And the joke was the wives. If the wives get along, and that's true, right? It is. If the wives get along with girlfriends, you can become great friends. But a guy you're not crazy about. It wasn't the case with Bob, because we found out that we both quietly, when we were together to this very day, Christmas Eve, I spent at his house every Christmas Eve with my family and his family. And yet we laughed personally at the same stuff. On the stage, it's apples and oranges, which are different problems.
Did you know Johnny off stage?
Johnny Carson, yes, I did. And he was another interesting man, complete loner. It was hard to get with Johnny, but I became a friend, my wife and I, and he knew her too. I spent the last 4 months before he passed away. We had dinner together, but he was the kind of guy who was. Yeah.
Was he suffering? This was emphysema or something?
Yeah, he wasn't really smoked. He didn't have to watch himself. But you know, he was the kind of guy, great with this. When the light went on, for me it was an event. When I was on, Johnny Coffey said, "What was his on for me?" He said, "Why?" He never looked at the notes. In other words, if it said, "We're going to talk about baseball," he'd look at the notes and say, "How's your mother?" He'd say, "You don't like my mother. Why are you bringing up my mother?" And we would do 20 minutes about why he doesn't like my mother. And that became fun. You know, he always made it fun. And he always made it look great.
People say about him that his first interest was in making you look good. Oh, more than any other host around. He was interested and would do anything to make you look good and would even give advice during the ring.
Absolutely. He always said, you know, "Don, we're going to talk about this, whatever you want to say." But we never, that's interesting. Anything we feel great, we never talked about it. Never. He never said to me, "Don, but not good." He's good. Okay, no, he would say,
Creative mind. Nice, sir. Thank you.
never talk about the show itself, what we were doing. And before the show, he would never come into my dressing room, you know, like Jay Leno, that Jackson, yeah, Georgia. He would hide out in his office. And then when we came out together, it was magic for me. It really was. He never wanted to come out on stage after he left. Because, did he ever talk about it? I think he had it. I think he just felt the candle was out. He didn't, that's, I think he came over. And then he built this beautiful home, which is now in Point Dume, right on the block away. Yes, he was in state. That's right. And the plan was they were going to come over and have my little cottage. Johnny really showed my place. And poor thing passed away before that. He sailed too. Yeah, it was amazingly curious. Yeah, and I love the Star Wars. He loved big stars. Yeah, no, all the stars. Yeah. I mean, come over the house, you'd say,
AOA Kid. Hey, it's beautiful. Thank you. Creative mind. Sorry, I didn't understand the language. X Fairy. Nice. It's so realistic. Thank you.
Yeah, we had my personality in school. As a young man in school, I was always the guy, you know, that was able to take tests, not stand up and all of a sudden I'd be looking over another paper and just what are you going to say? I'm cheating. And I'd say, I think that's you. I said that. And then I did it. And it was the way he said things, you know. I could say, you know, Charlie, I'm going to get like I did a little tape about you, which you'll get better. I said to him, Charlie, I'll tell you a great trick with you. I'm not too crazy about you. Yeah, I'm not kind of people that go along with that kind of money. Exactly. But it's all attitude. I had that in high school. I had that in the Navy. You know, and then in the Navy. You know, I kept saying, we're going to have it in the Navy. But I wanted to be in special service. And I kept, you know, it's in the books. And then in the Philippines, guys said, keep firing.
Creative mind. Where are you from? I'm from the Philippines.
Has it ever gone too far for you?
I'll tell you the truth. This is the God's truth, John, as I sit here now. I was 81 years of age. Everything I've ever said, that's a key thing, I believed in.
In other words, I throw my shot on the stage in fun, and I make fun of people, make fun of my life. What I do is exaggerate. That's all I do. They call me Inside. Inside, I'm going to be headlining in Las Vegas and Atlantic City and all over the world. Like, not the world, the United States. If I was something that was mean and terrible and rude, it's not that at all. And it's I never backed up. In other words, when I throw my lines, I always say I believe them. And I've never looked back and said, oh, maybe I should have said that. Because that's the kiss of death. It's like a fighter. You say, oh, not better. You know, how fighters when they throw they can't throw that much. If they start pulling back, they will never have another win.
Vegas stage was the greatest platform for you.
Vegas is exciting for any young actor.
Creative Mind, I'm from India. Hello, hello. I have so many Indian followers.
I've been fortunate to say I learned the global market, I full arrangement there. And it's great, And I just came from Atlantic City from the resorts. And looking these cities, people still want to see personalities. But forgetting that sometimes because they're using these big production shows, but I've been very fortunate. I've been in Vegas now 45 years. And they say, you have to gamble on the same things. And I never gamble. And I'm not cheap, believe me. But I never bet them. I never bet. Don't know how to bet cards. Why not? My father subconsciously put the guy, not nothing big there. But it was like in those days, it was like a insurance man. $2, $5 horses. My mom used to say, Mike, what are you doing? Wow, I was busy looking at the trailer. And somehow that bothered me. That affected my father. And don't ask me how, but I never felt couldn't play cards to this day. Come on, but I did a picture with Carson Cannon and David Chance must have said, I played a deal or something. One day, a shady movie. I forget. Look at it. Anyway, it's in the book. And I played a deal that night. And Cannon says, deal the cards. And I take them out of the shoe. I couldn't do it. I was fumbling. I had to get somebody to double my hands. But so I never could handle it.
But Vegas is changing. Are the comedians still doing?
Oh, it's more like Seinfeld, Elton John, some of the majors. Thank God it was truly. But I think it's getting less and less. They're going for big production shows. Because the hotels are getting so massive, And it's family. I loved it when it was the guys. When I first started, 30, 40 years ago. The guys said, you want a cup of coffee? You want to have your whole family stay for a year? It was some kid. Today you get a cup of coffee. It's my here, it's my there. That's just coffee. It's like downstairs when you're going to do your show. And then the guy at the end, I think maybe go through the whole thing with the badge. I said, would you write good luck?
That's you could not go in the building.
I swear to God, I said, would you write good luck?
It happens all the time. The act that you do, does it vary from night to night to night simply because who's in the audience? And how much of it is simply in your head and how much of it is planned?
Well, I have a beginning.
Creative Mind, I am a new subscriber. Wow, welcome.
Each night I would say about 5% changes around my surroundings. And it's not only Charlie, the audience itself, it's where I am, what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And the atmosphere that I have around me, that creates a difference. And I create a lot of stuff as I'm working. And a lot of that living that's not in the regular performance. So every night the show does change according to my mood and what happened. And I'm kind of proud of that.
Do you think, as people often write two things, one, that comedians are crying out to be loved?
I think so. True. So, yeah. You stand out there on that stage with a car and a glass and it's very good. So, folks, if you don't like my finish,
And all the folk people will say,
that's true. Not so much in Vegas, though. Not so much in Vegas, and not so much in Atlantic City. They're there. When they come to see you, they buy a ticket. They don't know what it is. And they're dying to see you.
So therefore, you're halfway there with them because the slightest thing will put them into recognition and life.
But now, after so many years, when I travel around the country, it's not that way anymore for me because I know they buy a hot ticket. They really want to see me. And I know that it's not a challenge anymore. It's just the ones that are not sure out of curiosity, is he going to make fun of my aunt? Call me a moron, Some people do that. But they come and they know what to expect.
And there's also this, I suspect, people want to be insulted or they want you to come after them because it's almost a mark of distinction to be in that audience and have you pick them out.
Yeah, some people do. And I have a knack, I don't know how, but I have a knack of making fun of somebody and exaggerating without hurting them, and doing it in such a way that they say, well, that was great, you know. In other words, when I walk out and I see a guy and I say, I'm a friend, you're so great. And he laughs, because it's the way I said it, like I said it to you, and it's done quickly. The guy will laugh. So another person says it's straight, and might be offended by it. So it's always what I see around me.
It's been a great life.
God has been good to me. I don't want to get dramatic, but I have two grown children, grandchildren, a wonderful wife who's completely opposite in the sense, but again, basic value, she opposite. But she's like a value. You know, she goes, I say, that was a great show. Good. That's cool. Yeah. It's 8:30 or a little more. Yeah. And that doesn't mean she doesn't enjoy it, but she's seen it so many years, and she'll say to me as we're going to bed at night, it's a good show. And she has that charm about her. She's wonderful. So I'm with her 42 years. And they say, two grown children, two grandchildren. Two grandchildren. Yeah, and a son, Larry, and a daughter. And two grandchildren, Harrison.
No regrets.
No regrets. Thank God.
Anything you wish that you could have done, you didn't do?
Believe it or not, I would have looked like it. I would have loved to have been on Broadway. And I would have, like I told Nathan Lane, the producer, 50 years ago, I think I could make it be. I could have played that part. And then, producers showed up at it. There's so many other shows.
Would you try hard to guess?
Terry Bradshaw. Wow, Bradshaw. Wow, I like it. Thank you, Terry Bradshaw. Thank you.
And now they call me to review comes from those men speech. They never had my name in the ad. It's like, shh, don't take this part. And I went there right in back for the Tom Poston was there, Jason Rodwell, and Bank.
Jason was there?
Yeah, it was my buddy. We got together. Tom too, and Bank Rock. That's the sort of and Bass Kelly was in the player.
One of the great nights at this table was Jason Robards and Joe Caldwell.
And you said that was my
Oh,
fault.
the sense of dignity and the sense of
Ice would come to my
oh, I mean, it was
And
unbelievable.
yet, when you're with them alone as a friend, you talk about everything happened. Talk about the diet.
And a lot of friends, a lot of friends. When you think about the business of show business, is it getting better? Is it different today? Has it changed? I mean, you told me how Vegas has changed. Has the work of comedians changed? Is television there more or less because of the changing nature?
Well, I think there's so many comedy clubs now. In my day, we just had joints, which were joints. My favorite place, Wayne in Washington. It was like a storefront with a bunch of strippers. The Wayne.
Oh, the Wayne.
And would you believe every senator, including a great man, that's the I raced that, great man, Walter Cronkite, imagine, came in and watched me in those days. They don't need to do because they used to talk about me being in the strip joint. But today, what I'm getting to was all strip. Today, it's comedy clubs, comedy clubs, comedy clubs. And they're strong with the language, which seems to be a big hit. Don't ask me why, but it is. And they have the opportunity, they're seen by the right guy, to immediately get a television show, which is great, you know. My day, it wasn't like that, you know. And you were canceled for the Johnny Carson's great night, he had 4 pilots in the Japanese Air Force, you know. Because they all went duff him. So my television career...
Johnny's talking about himself?
No, about me.
Oh, about you.
Oh, no. Me, I had a big old CPO Sharpie, which
Oh, I remember that, yes.
wasn't too good, but that didn't rest either. They took care. So everything I ever did was always big in it. You know what I'm saying, Chuck? Then I realized later in life, I was bigger on the screen. Television, they said, quiet, I go, where's the gun? And the cameras would vibrate. I was a little too big.
It's sort of,
Yeah, and it scared me. That's why I think.
Did anybody ever say,
Oh, yeah, the Academy they always said. But if I lost that, maybe I would be sitting with Charlie Rose talking about my career.
or whatever your name is? Yeah.
Right, plus the energy to be gone.
Yeah. When you think about, did you go to Europe much? Did you perform in Europe?
No, yes, I did. This is it. I performed for Princess Margaret. Bob Hope brought me to England.
Yeah.
If you have a minute.
We have a minute.
Bob Hope brought me to England with a golf tour. And it had me and Newhart, Tully Savalas, and all the stars in those days would come. And mainly Roger Moore, Jack Hawkins, and Anthony Quayle, all distinguished. And all the British comedians, I can't think of anybody. But they were all there. And it was in this hotel.
Big. And also in the audience is Princess Margaret.
Princess Margaret, sitting there. And royalty, yes. And Papa could make it so short. him. So his father talked about him. Father knew that was his thing. Because I'm trouble, you know. Brings me at Watsky. Did they want you early in the game or late in the game? To be on the show, yeah. I was the end. You were the end, exactly. My name, you did not. There was a man called Mr. Rickles. There was a man called Marvin Davis who passed away. And Marvin was a great friend, and we used to go to his parties, and my name was, and now, this is after everybody stopped. So, bang, 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 and now, I never had a name, and so now, I know how to get up and make fun of everybody else. Usually, two closer. Yeah, that's it. So we don't say, well, it's I want to tell you, folks, this kid is going to be, and I want to take, he doesn't mean any harm. He's a nice kid. And he really is going to really entertain that man. And I'm telling you, he's not mean. He's not this. He's a nice guy. You're going to join him. He's not a bad guy. I think, you know, I think you want to like, I want to tell you, he's really a sweetheart of a guy. You're not going to be, you know, I'm sitting there. I said, give me a triple vodka. I'm sitting there, and you know, in England, I'm a triple vodka. You know, because that's for a song. It's a, so I put up, ladies, and the guy, you must go to the vodka. And the guy comes over, and I go to show him,
Your snake. Good morning, sir. I have a question. Please answer.
oops, it's ugly.
Go ahead, go ahead. Sahu girl Komal Art Thai. Hello, even if I didn't understand the comment, but hello, hello.
I'll take the wife to their towards the whole video on the plane. Because this time I really picked that up pretty good. I go over and I go and sit down. This is my bed. She sits down with the child. She said, you know, something, what a prick. I didn't understand everything the brother did. I'm Joe. Do you drink? You said, yes, ma'am. She said, what do you drink? I said, vodka. Give him a double vodka and give me a gin and tonic. I'm going to sit there. Good luck, good luck. She says, you're very thick. And she said, are you Jewish? So I said, oh, she said, be some more. So it is true. And she said, Anthony Quinn means that's a really that's the dog. She doesn't mean anything. I didn't think she did. But I did what he stated. You know, Jewish. Yeah. So she gets myself. She said, I said, she told us here. I understand that you're not going to fly.
Your snake. If a guy right now at 0%, how much time will he need to reach at yours? Please tell me. I need this. Oh, 0%. You mean as an artist? First of all, you really need, uh, what do you call it? You really need to have the talent first for drawing, even if your skills are not yet developed, but you already know how to draw and sketch or something like that. Because I believe that as an artist, you really need to have a foundation, like something that you need to be born with it. There's no such thing as 0% as an artist, because sometimes as a kid you can already tell artists. As a kid, you can tell that he can draw, that he can do something. So maybe you're asking about the skills. 0%, zero skills, know nothing about how to do things, know nothing about materials. I think it depends. It depends. I because I know people or artists that studied practicing colored pencils and learn after just a year, or and there are artists who can learn it for 3 years, or at least at this level. And but personally, like myself, I already know how to do portraiture using charcoal and graphite before I learned colored pencils, and it took me 3 years. It took me 3 years to at this level of colored pencil. Your snake. I am a fine art student. Oh, that's good. That's good, because uh, you can really professionally hone your skill, because lots of artists like myself are self-taught. We did it. We studied for ourselves. That's why it took me a lot of years to master it. And It's good for you because it might take you lesser time.
It's not that comfortable.
Sahu Girl Komal Art. Where are you from, sir? I'm from the Philippines. I'm from the
It's
Philippines.
not just a baseball game. It's true. Well, the baseball game, concentrate. Movies that kids
So I don't know Hindi language, but I have a lot of Indian subscribers. But I know Indians are also English speaking people, so there's no problem.
can't do that. Like, like Clint Eastwood, right? You know, they don't approach him. We could walk down the street together. They don't buy it. It's Clint Eastwood. They can look at Rickles so what's the matter with him? You know, I'm Robert De Niro. But Clint Eastwood, they call on the tables when they have meetings, you know. I said, how's the coach? They're making $80 billion when the light goes on. But they're very loners within themselves. Other than Newhart, who makes you laugh?
Your sneak, your work really awesome, sir. Kind, thank you. Welcome, you're welcome.
As I got older, it's more of a friend that I knew what he did too well. What was it? You could see coming. Yeah. And I knew all his shtick, so to speak. It makes me laugh. As I said, it's hard to pick out Charlie particularly what makes me laugh. Because today was Sackett funny for you when he was alive? Oh, yeah, he was funny. Alan was brilliant. Good work. Alan came back great out. Style and class. He was Shecky. These are all, these were 12 guys. These were the 12 guys. Yeah, stand up. Did you ever perform with Richard Pryor? No, Richard used to come and see me in a place called the Slate Brothers. I started in California. Yeah. He was nobody. He didn't you people. You know. Is that what he would say? Yeah. How do you do that? You remember the stand-up guy. Yeah. And Lenny Bruce also. Same thing. Yeah. And Lenny Bruce was strange because all the real people people said they don't like Lenny Bruce. Just some Canadians in my age group or younger. They go, what? Not that I've ever said that. But he had a thing that they were fascinated by. They found it was satire. It was true satire. Yeah, it was kind of cool. They like very. Really, I had trouble because when I started out, I was a monk next to him. He was supposed to be a very different thing. Yeah, but I mean, he meant it for it to be real. Yeah, but they respected it because I, Dean Martin, did you know him? Yes, I did. Martin. Again, a gentleman that didn't hang out, played his golf, went home. Did his shows, did many Dean Martin shows. And he wasn't the kind of guy that, come on, let's have dinner. He wasn't that kind of guy. But Frank loved him. Tremendous. And Dean didn't like the limelight, you know. He really did like the limelight. He liked the all the great success with Jerry Lewis. Regis Philbin tells the story of going to some restaurant. And you could go there.
Your snake.
Is that right? Well, and Dean would be there eating alone.
Your work really awesome, sir. You're kind, thank you. I will watch and learn from your videos. So thank you.
The show, the show. And Sammy, did you know Sammy? Yes, but not on the one-on-one basis. We didn't hang out, but he knew me very well. I knew him very well. But would you have been part of the Rat Pack? Would you have loved that? Well, I was in a way. I was in Spain when they called me the Frank gave me a bed called the Rhino. The Rhino head on the back of the bed. Don't you? A giant rhino head on the bed. Like as in rhinoceros. Yeah, that's right. And they had fun. 5 o'clock I was in the lounge and he'd bring me into the steam room and I was part of that group. Eating Frank and saying that firecrackers and booze and pads. But it was great. It was a great time. It was great. As you said, Sinatra, and I talk about him a lot in the book because he fascinated me too. Fascinated. Most people don't know this about you. John Landis is making a movie.
Hello, Ralph. Good morning.
It's called Mr. Don goes Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong is Don Nicholas Project. Mr. Wong, yeah. Johnny Classic gave it up. Just been along with Don Nicholas Project. And the news, Charlie. Oh, I'm glad you said the news. I just found out yesterday. Yeah. They decided to put us on the New York festival. Film festival. It's the movie. The film's made. The documentary's made. Yes, and you've seen it. Yes, it's 80 minutes. So it's not now yet. It'll be out on the film festival next year. And it's going to be on a Saturday, October 13th, on a Saturday night. They gave it the premiere spot. I hope you'll get to see it. Oh, I can't wait to see it. He did a great job. My son Larry Nichols came with an idea.
they had known just for its time about your life and all of her. And Landis, who was a 17-year-old kid, we did a picture called Kevin's Heroes.
Oh, I was, you want to tell us about it?
Yes. So he used to bring coffee. You know, he was the circus building. So I did a picture called This and Love. The first day he was the director. And I said, John, get some coffee. I'll buy us and start that again. But, so he thought I was doing this, trying to do this with my son. I got to do this. And John dedicated himself to this project. And we had a minimum amount of money, and he raised the money. And I'm telling you, he did such a hell of a job. He's so
Now, tell me, what's the nature of it, though? I mean, because there's so many clips of you from all kinds of television shows, all kinds of things, so you can sort of capture the young Ripples through the little Ripples through the later Ripples.
That's pretty
I think it nicely, didn't it?
Yes, you did.
You didn't say the old Ripples, the later Ripples.
This is my childhood. For the money I'm getting, I don't think you can something.
So, Charlie, it's an honor to be here, though.
Oh, yeah. It really is. It really is. And every time I say that, every time I mention it, it'll be me. This is my image. I'm going to be on Charlie Wonder. How come he rolls? I said, what was going to do with that? But
So what's the Landis documentary about?
Well, it's about, as you said, it's about me. He shows some of my performance in Vegas, and he shows my family life, and he shows my trips with New York and Europe. Of all those things.
Somebody took home movies?
Yeah, all movies.
You took them off.
I got trouble like that. What does it? Well, kids here with the luggage. I'm actually nothing. It's the cute, but he sees this.
Ralph, nasa school po ako ngayon, kuya. Ah, okay, okay.
If they have him on there, I get stuck here for a year. He's great. Anyway, so Bobby said, so he had a homeless in the Midwest with Ginny and my wife in Europe. And then we show all interviews with people like Marty Scorsese and Robert De Niro, who does a great job. But yeah, he's a good actor.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's all he said. John was climbing up a tree and on his own. He does that. He looks like De Niro. He's a good actor.
Yeah, well, I'm exaggerating, but it ain't good luck, you know. It was much more. His life was much more. His life was better to be honest. I don't want you to have to sit here with a for an hour. But Bob's great. He's a great actor. All the folks gets on his nerve. Anyway, so it shows all these different people, you know, and certainly say the stuff that the Sinatra years and my Vegas years and around. And it does a whole collage of all the things I've done, and with these people saying things about themselves connecting in with me, which is very interesting. When you see, and Sidney Poitier, who I adore, and Sidney is a very, very standoffish guy when it comes to interviews. He doesn't like, he was so mad. So he came on and he was adorable. And I got great talks with Sidney, but I never dressed it. Sidney said absolutely. And John came to the house and he was beautiful.
So you got a lot of people talking about you.
Yeah.
And there's an interview with you that runs throughout the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got extra, is it performance with Princess Margaret when she was there? Is that, do you have that on there too?
I'm not. No, we have the inaugural Reagan.
Oh, no. When you think about performances and people who've been in the audiences, tell me about Steve Wynn, Bill Gates.
We heard about
Warren Buffett. Yes.
How are you in there?
A lot of money in that stuff.
That's the greatest job I ever had.
Yeah.
They call him. Nick calls Nick.
That's right.
Calls him.
Owns Nick.
Yeah. So calls him. So
In his conventional aspect.
You just said Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Steve Wynn have given them this big bar.
For Buffett or for Gates?
No, for the three.
For the three.
And we want you to come up there in just 20 minutes as a surprise and walk out and destroy them. And that's 10 hours of neck check. And a bundle of money.
They're going to give you 10 hours
And
of
a
check.
yes, a bundle of money.
Okay.
And I went up, yeah. And I went up, and I got walked over. I opened my eyes, wound up, I never met this thing right in front. And it's summer, and it's super sweet, you know, from the beach. That's a linen suit on. And that's all they do. And I get up, Charlie, and walk over. And I pick up some money. I said, pick it on, get yourself in. You know, get dressed, there's a couple of hours. You know, whatever you need, you call me. That's all.
Busy po kami ni kuya ngayon. Sige, mag-focus ka muna dyan.
Well, get a job. You know, the Steve Wynn said, I shoot his dog and all that stuff.
It's got that great joke. Now, tell me about Wynn and Las Vegas. Have you ever worked for him?
Oh, yes, I did. I worked for
You
him.
used to go with Night and Treasure Island, the Fort Bellagio, and now
I worked for him the original Golden Nugget.
he's Frank close or not?
Not really, no, he knew everybody was Steve. But he's a genius at designing hotels and putting things together.
Ralph, Kuya Somebody News, natanggal po yung Primrose namin na poster making contest. Pinropose.
He's a master at what he does. Master.
Natanggal, ibig sabihin hindi na ano, hindi na approve. Okay lang naman siguro.
When Howard Hughes came, that's when the ball game changed. Which I he never say go. What did he? He's not a buyer of the hotel. I know that. But so how did it change? Well, it started being, bringing your family, bringing my dog, bringing the grandmas on the day. And gambling wasn't the big thing, How did you handle wise guys? Very, very good. They were great to me. I always had success because I was a gentleman, and I never butted into their lives. I'll tell you,
You didn't pull back because they were
no,
watching.
at the Copacabana, no. At the Copacabana, this was before a show up in the lounge. I won't say the fellow's name because it's not like that. My mother would walk over, and Joe Stanberg was my manager 40 years. He took up a girl. Sweetheart, don't worry, everybody's going to like you. Everybody's going to like you.
Talking to your mother, talking to you.
No, that's Joe Stanberg. So now he says, go over to the table, they won't say this important guy with 4 other guys. I sit down. I'm ready to talk, and my mother comes walking up and said, I'll call Charlie. His name's Richard. Charlie, I want all the guns on the table. Dawn cannot sit here unless you put all the guns on the table. Hand pick up. The guys put guns in those days, put the guns out. Right? My hand pick up. Put the guns on the table. He said, okay.
Your mother's name was Etta?
And then he said, now we can talk. Absolutely.
Man, she was wonderful. She was. Put your guns on the table. My dog doesn't talk to guys. Have guns under the table.
Well, I'll give you an idea how the wise guys work, man. They're all sitting in front. There was one story in the book which is true. Guy said to me, I'll make it fast. Guy said to me in Montreal, Mr. Wise guy sitting in front. My joke is, set your man. Look, I go, ooh. She said, yes, Moose, let's go for a fireplace. Look at this one. Ooh. And that's what I did. And the guy said, and the guy stared at me. Shows over. He comes backstage. The second Goodfellas. Did she's a moose? I said, it's a joke. No, it's a joke. Joke, huh? Wait, no, say it again, that she's a moose. I said, it was a joke. I said, no, take care of this. Understand me? No, take care of this. And he walked away. So I went and I picked up the phone and I called up New York, somebody. My manager, I knew. Well, next night, same guy. Sits down and pick up. Same girl. Ooh. Ooh, she goes, ooh. Comes backstage. Apple shit. Okay. Tell her again. What? Tell her she's a moose. She's a moose. You see that? Is that a funny kid? Is that a funny kid? Isn't he a riot? Son, I was so out of line the other night. I was in a bad mood. You were so funny. Well, New York. New York. Yeah. And I was robbed once.
Not linked sa celebration po namin sa school.
Chicago, they gave me a line if I would take host.
Reserve that for another celebration.
The police did or somebody else?
Yung sa team siguro.
And even that's in a hotel, Chuck. That's a hotel. They did about 3 floors. The judge of the board, she was up there too. They took jewelry, they took stuff out. I came back. We were out there, they come out, George open, guys in white clothes. So he goes, I saw a video shoot from the guy, I said, what's wrong? Oh, no, 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 no. What would I say? What did they want? No, I took the whole fight guys. You're great in Vegas. Charlie, my lieutenant will tell you, you're a riot over. I kept them answer to you. They took everything, they didn't take the fingerprints, nothing, they left. About a month later, in Florida. Not gonna do it. My mother opens it, nobody's there. On a brown bed, is half the stuff they took. And the word got back to me. They didn't know it was me. They were so sorry they didn't know it was me. Charlie, that's a true story. Great story.
When you go out on stage tonight, when will you up on stage again?
Oh, then I'm going to be home for a while. I won't go on until I go back to Bloomington, Illinois, and college. Yeah.
And did college
No,
students?
the college kid come see me.
Yeah.
And that's nothing. Young people now are seeing me, which is
I
great.
see they would. I can imagine that happening.
Charlie, I'm so thrilled. Young people see me.
Because I mean somehow there's this appreciation of what you did. But give me a sense of what, at the best of times, a day would be like for you. Or on Vegas. What time would you get out there? What would you do, and how would you get ready? And
Well, my whole thing is with my wife when she's with us most of the time in Vegas. We have to go back to work to have dinner. We always eat late. It's 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock.
She's
at
gonna
night.
wait for her dog.
Yeah, she meets me down in the dressing room, and we have our drink together, then we go upstairs and have dinner. And if we have guests, that's what we do. Then we have dinner. And then the
When
next
is the act? The act is at 8, 9, 10?
the shows in Vegas are usually at 8 o'clock.
Right, and they go for an hour, 2
An
hours?
hour and 10 minutes about something like that. And then we go look at somebody on before me, so sometimes it's not. But anyway, so we go say, do we have dinner?